Hi, everybody. I was really digging down through my t-shirt collection this morning to find this one. It's from our 2004 Vacation Bible School. It was the year of Davey and Goliath. I must have gotten this one somewhere else, though, because I do have the one that we designed for our VBS, and I'll wear that one another day. All of you in my confirmation class right now weren't even born whenever we had the Davey and Goliath Vacation Bible School, so you certainly weren't around whenever they were on TV. But many of our leaders that week did know about Davey and Goliath, and we grew up watching them. I remember coming home from church almost every Sunday morning to watch them on TV. I wanted a dog just like Goliath. Goliath had his tagline. He'd always say, "Oh, Davey," in a real deep voice that only Davey could understand. Well, Davey and Goliath, which was produced by the Lutheran Church, was a touchstone in my young life. Davey and Goliath taught me about friendship and responsibility, and yes, God. They made me feel like I had something to contribute to the church as well. The Apostle Paul had a young friend named Timothy. Paul taught Timothy a lot about Jesus. When Paul needed someone to lead the church that he had begun in Ephesus, he chose Timothy. We can read two of Paul's letters to Timothy in the Bible, 1st and 2nd Timothy. Paul gives him instructions on how to choose leaders for this church, as well as how to be a leader himself. He gives Timothy encouragement to do what God has called him to do. In chapter 4, verse 12, Paul writes, "Let no one despise your youth, but set the believers an example in speech and conduct, in love, in faith, in purity." You are not the future of the church. You are the church present, alive and active today. I'm going to add a link to a Davey and Goliath video where Davey and his friends come up with an idea for something for their church. They do hit a rough patch, as probably Timothy did whenever he was leading that church in Ephesus. Rough patches are all part of our faith journey. Paul told Timothy to keep his eyes on Jesus and to be an example. Thank you for being an example in this rough patch in our history. Keep on loving and being faithful. Others are watching you for inspiration.